Jen said by Peter because
hey, unlimited.
Yeah, I saw that.
no,
I tried to play it
on
off
my
right.
side.
It just came up.
It didn't. Hey, sweet mates, what's up? We came to talk to you about another show. Today we'll be talking about To All the Boys, the series, and we're starting with movie number 1. So let's get into it.
Yes. So I want to know if you guys actually been in love and or had a major crush in high school and how you went about it. Because I feel like your personal experience would be how you reacted to this movie. Don't all jump at once.
Okay. In high school. I mean, I was approached, so it was different. Yeah. Wait, I need to say more?
If you want to elaborate a little bit.
But no, yeah, I didn't have to. Yeah, I was approached.
High school. I was not approached because I was very homey. So with the homie.
Yo, like the homie.
Yeah. So yeah, I know at least watching the first movie, they made it seem like she was a weirdo. Like, not a weird.
But right, that is a little weird.
At least, especially since it wasn't like To All the Boys I Love, because at some point I dated you or had a crush on you and made you aware of it. You know, it was more of a, I might have dated one of y'all in 2nd grade, but the rest of y'all was just, we together in my mind.
Fantasy, yeah.
My mind. That's what she was on. She really was.
In my mind. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's my little spill.
G.
I just said, like, I mean, I had crushes and things, but it was high school, so it worked out that those crushes didn't work out, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really approached. I mean, every once in a while I'd be approached or something. But you know, you have those crushes and you're like, oh my gosh, you're so
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not. But I don't think my high school was like Laura Jean's high school anyway.
Definitely not.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the pool of boys at the time was so small. Like, if you actually did like someone, it was so awkward. And then we had texts, and I feel like in the movie they didn't really incorporate a lot of text. But you had text, so you could like someone and text them a lot. But in school, it was like, oh yeah, hey, how you doing? Like, you really didn't communicate like that. But yeah, my experience, I had crushes, but similar to Missy, I was like the homie. So if I did like them, it was like, maybe I just like them because I think they're cute and it's the hormones and everything. But yeah, I wasn't really approached. And then there was times when I would approach guys, and then similar to Laura Jean, they'll be gay and I ain't catch the hint. So yeah. Not all of them, but there was one in particular I was like, or I would assume too quickly. I would be like, oh, well, they'll be like, oh, we're gonna go hang out and everything. So I was like, well, if you want to go on a date with me, you have to meet my parents. And then they're like, I don't mean all of that. And I'm like, wow, really? But it was through text. So
wasn't Peter, didn't he date old girl? The
Jen?
Yeah. So I feel like that part of high school was the same when I was in high school. Like, if you had a crush or dated someone, it was always within a friend group, or I don't want to say loving a crew, but loving a crew, you know. Everybody was just, hey, I'll take that next week. Hey, I'll be with her next month. Like, that's how I saw it. And I think it was because I was the homie. But Yeah, there was never like you're crushing or liking someone who haven't dated someone in your same friend group. So yeah, that was a dub. So what we got on to next? The story.
Child, when Laura Jean done attacked this boy on the track and just kissed him, I was like, you might as well take your clothes off at this point, sis. You got
that's what you thought?
The way she attacked him.
She didn't attack him.
Not that I wanted that, but I'm just saying, at this point, she might as well take his clothes off. The way she pounced on him.
But I mean, she was just trying to deviate from the fact that what's his name was coming towards her sister's ex, who was her. What did y'all think about that situation? Like,
messy.
I think we talked about this in in one of the last shows we reviewed, that you need to speak up because she said she been liked him.
Yeah.
But no. She said she didn't. She wasn't able to realize that's what it was until after they had gotten together.
Okay, who needed to speak up? Him or Laura G?
What did he have to say?
He didn't like Laura Jean, from my point of view.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, I feel like he didn't like her, but the fact that he was no longer with her sister.
Oh, you mean after?
Contemplating like, I still come around. I still want to hang out with you. Maybe all along I did like you. At that point, you need to speak up because her is just she had more like a little sister crush. Like, oh my goodness, my sister boyfriend, and I really like him. He's cool. There's nothing she can really speak up about. Like, you was with my sister. Now she shouldn't pursue him. But
I mean, even if she just spoke up to her sister and said, "Hey, I'm gonna let you know, I have a crush on your man." Like,
would you do that? I wouldn't if I had a sister.
Yeah.
You would? Why?
Because if I tell you everything, why am I not telling you that? Because later it blew up in her face and she felt like she couldn't even talk to her sister.
I don't think her and Margot were as close as we thought. And to me, in the first movie, Margot was the bossy older sister and everybody else just fell in line with whatever she said. Yep. So her telling crazy Mona from Pretty Little Liars that she liked her man, oh no, that would not have went well. No.
Okay. No. I've never liked any of my sister's boyfriends.
Same.
Probably not even generally, but that's just, that's just me.
But
and I'm pretty sure if you did, you wouldn't say it here on YouTube.
But for some reason, she thought Lara Jean should have said it because it's a movie, right? No.
Love letters. Why she couldn't say it?
That's not even.
She wrote love letters that she kept in a little box, and it looked like she read them every day. Like,
that was low-key crazy, though.
Maybe
okay, so why stop there?
Maybe it was.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I have not written a love letter, but I remember.
I don't know. I feel like you're lying. Tell the truth.
It wasn't a love letter. It was more of I realized that I like you more than a friend, and I think we don't need to be hanging out as often. It was more of a confessing, like, why I started acting weird around this person. But I didn't give it to them. I just kept it in my locker.
Oh, that was my question. If you gave it to them. Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what you did, you rip it up and you threw it away, like?
At the end of the school year.
And did you actually stop hanging out with that person, or it was just in the letter?
We lived around the same neighborhoods. There was no,
Okay,
and
yeah, all right.
Together, like we was in the same class. Yeah, but it was more like I don't know. It was fun.
It was for you, like you wanted to have the confidence to say, "Yo, this not working," but you didn't.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
So that it isn't therapeutic. Did it help you?
It did help because I feel like even okay, but I feel like okay, the difference between like Laura G and I guess little Misty, I did not like the way she throughout her day had like those thoughts. Like, oh my goodness, I remember. It wasn't like that. It was just maybe no thoughts, crickets.
I feel like maybe they had those thoughts just because they didn't want to like have the movie too long. So those thoughts were kind of like to cue in us, the audience, into okay, this is her mindset, or this is something that may have happened instead of having an actual scene. That's how I took our thoughts.
Okay.
You know what I was thinking about when they played Spin the Bottle, all of the friends, and Lucas was like, "You can't cheat the bottle." Because it spun and it landed on him, and he was like, "You can't cheat the bottle." Because she was like, "Maybe I shouldn't let you kiss him, Jen."
Lucas said that, or Peter?
Peter said that, child.
That's why I was like,
yeah, I was like, Lucas was there. But this is what I want to know. Like when Margot said that she was going to Scotland, where she went? Where did she go?
Somewhere. She went somewhere, child.
One of those Essex places when she was going there. She said her mom apparently said that she shouldn't go to college with her boyfriend. And the guy, they've been dating for apparently 2 years. And the guy assumed, because no conversation was had, that they were still going to be together. So he bought a ticket. Do y'all think he should have bought a ticket? And do y'all think she should have had a conversation earlier? Like,
she should have had a conversation.
Big time.
I don't know. I think she kind of assumed like, what we about to do? I'm going to a different country. Like, what other conversation do we need? I'm going to a different country. Are you going to be flying back and forth? No, you're still at high school. It's not realistic. At some point, your common sense has to kick in. It doesn't need to be a conversation.
But he was always coming around to the house. So he probably thought, I'm already family. Not saying I'm going to expect your dad to get my ticket.
Yeah.
But why not? Like, I'm stopping by, checking on your sisters.
So y'all telling me right now,
No.
If you were dating a guy in high school and he was going to a different country, let's say to play a sport or whatever, you're going to assume that you're just going to be there?
We're going to have a conversation.
Yeah, we have to have a conversation.
We're not saying that he was right. We're just saying that he assumed, because a conversation should have been had. 2 years? Dos?
Like, what you doing? Like, okay, you going to college and that's
no, but you're thinking as yourself now. Think about high school.
In high school, I would not have been waiting for a conversation.
You don't think so?
If you're going to a different country, if you were a different state, maybe I'll be like, okay, yeah, we could work something out. A different state, a different country. No.
Well,
I feel like in high school we fantasize more, so I think I would have needed that conversation in high school.
And I'm wondering, the fact that they dated for 2 years, did she last minute decide I'm gonna go to college and
like I don't know?
Was it always planned like I'm going to go to school overseas? Because if it was always planned or always up in the air to go to college overseas, then if nowhere in between that time it was so how are we gonna make this work overseas? Then yes, I'm assuming we being together. I'll see you overseas.
When's our flight again?
Yeah, when
it sounded like it was a secret plan, to be honest, because like you said, she was like, she really had to be mom in a sense too. So she she was matriarchal and she just had everything structured. So she went to Scotland, Switzerland, one of those lands to go buck wild. Cause she's talking about she drinking at 18, sis. I do not blame you. So she probably had already had that plan, but just.
So after Margot goes off to school, Laura Jean finds out that all her letters are sent out, and people are like, oh my gosh, Laura Jean, you like me so much. And she's having a panic attack. And then she runs into Peter on the track field and she kisses him. So what did y'all think about all of that? Because I thought that was a bit much.
It was so much going on. Like, I mean, you know what you wrote. Just hold on to it. I'm sorry. Somebody sent him out. I don't know how.
Exactly.
But she's dramatic in every aspect of the word. Laura Jean is dramatic. Like, there was no simple solution to anything for Lara Jean. Like, everything had to blow up and be a big deal, which I'm low-key okay with for the movie, but like as a person, it's like, calm down.
Okay, in real life, would I run and attack him on track? No, but I think I would.
People go to jail for things like that.
I would have been avoiding every one of them. I probably would have been like,
the school was big enough. I don't get why everyone was running into her. The school was legit big enough to where
Peter came to her.
And so did Lucas.
Out.
They all came to her.
But Peter came to her first, and that's how she found out. And then she was like, oh, so here comes Lucas. That means he must have gotten a letter too. Then she runs into the other little boy. He was like, that's cool. I like that, but I'm gay.
That one's Lucas.
Yeah.
Josh. Yeah, that was Josh who was coming. That was Josh who was coming to the track. Then.
Yeah.
And then she runs into Lucas. Who was the other person?
Peter? John Ambrose?
Peter? And it was 5
There
letters.
was one, but I don't think we ever dealt with that person.
It was Kenny from camp, which you'll probably see down the line. Peter, Lucas, John Ambrose, and Josh.
Okay. Ooh, child, there's a lot of letters. But let me tell you something. If my little sister had did some stuff like that, I know I would have beat that behind.
Wait. Did some stuff like, send out your letters?
It's letters. Like, first of all, you in my room, you in my space, you touching my. I'm gonna beat your.
That's. But I don't get why it took her the whole movie to figure out it was Kitty. Who else would it have been?
No. But she assumed that it went out with goodwill, so it just, I got sent out. I guess whoever bought her. Let's think of it from dramatic Lara Jean's perspective. My letterbox went to Goodwill and got sold. And this person, out of the goodness of their heart, instead of throwing away these letters, they decide to buy stamps and mail it to 5 different addresses because I'm Lara Jean.
Because
and I'm a hopeless romantic.
Already on there.
My thing is, that's creepy. Why do you have these people addresses?
Okay.
And I know it's probably like they still in the neighborhood, still in school, but I don't think I know my friends. I don't think I knew my friends' addresses, like, or people in my school, unless you was like in my building.
Even if I knew how to find their house, it wasn't like I know your address. Like,
yeah, she.
Crazy girl.
Something else I want to say, like, why is she always jumping out second-story windows? Like, she did. She jumped out of the second-story window when she was trying to hide from Josh.
Oh, wow.
And then Peter met her at the diner anyway. So it's like, y'all don't remember that? Netflix does that a lot. That's why I noticed, like, a lot of people be jumping out of second-story windows and no bones be broken. Like,
when did she jump out the window? When did she jump out of a window and why?
It was early on in the movie. And Josh, after he tried to talk to her on the track and then she went home, he tried to come.
And she ran out the house. That girl was crazy. Girl, are you crazy? She was crazy. She knows she was crazy.
And she didn't even she fell. Boop, and she was okay.
And she did big and didn't break a bone.
Yeah. But yeah.
Because after Laura Jean and Peter jumped on each other and kissed, Peter broke up with Jen because Jen was messing around with a college boy. And then Laura Jean, all these guys finding out her business. So they were like, well, it was Peter who initiated it, right?
The contract? The idea? Yeah.
Yeah, the idea was Peter's for them to get together and be a fake couple. Laura Jean was the one who was like, we can't kiss. There's certain things that she didn't want to do.
Because she wanted her first to actually be real and not just from a ploy. I mean, do you like the idea of contracts though?
Yeah.
Same. Same. Like not so stringent, but still some kind of outline. It doesn't have to like be written down, but it's like, this is what I expect.
Well, they say I was gonna say the people say that the best marriages are the ones that have a contract. So
who said that?
The people.
I don't know. The people. Them.
The people.
All right, they don't want us to be great. Okay.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I like the idea of contracts. Not so boxed in, but still like a general outline.
Is this a relationship contract, or just if you was in that situation you would want?
Oh, a lodging contract? You mean like in the pretend situation?
Yeah. Or just a contract period?
I mean, like both. The pretend it's gonna be written out, and like real, it probably will be spoken, verbal contract. Like, what I expect. Because I don't have the time.
Yeah, contracts are needed, especially in this situation. I feel like they needed to know how far they were going to go because they were both doing it because they were self-serve. It was self-serving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So then when they actually like started having their little pretend romance or whatever, and they were going to party, he kept showing up at her house unannounced. But her dad was really cool though. Like, I guess he was just excited that she was actually getting out, but also it was like, you're not even kind of a little hesitant that this random boy who, you may have known him, but just all of a sudden is coming and taking your daughter God knows where, like. But anyways, because let's not even talk about the father, because he clearly wasn't taking on a parental role. Apparently that was Margot's job.
Exactly.
His wife died and he was like, I give up. So
he became one of the kids. That's how I feel.
One of the kids?
Yeah, he went from being a husband to being their brother, their older brother who's just in the house.
I would say uncle, because he tried to be a little like, okay, I made dinner, even though it sounded like it was nasty. So he tried to make sure that they had the things they were supposed to have. So I would say uncle.
I think he was just trying to be supportive, because I don't remember Laura Jean saying how old she was when her mom passed, but it was kind of like, I don't think he wanted to make it harder for them. Like, it's already a hard situation. Let's just go through the motions together and see what happens.
And we don't know how old he was, but she was young. Like, I'm thinking 4 or 5, if not.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because it seemed like Margot kind of remembered her or something like that. So
4 or 5, and he's still acting like the uncle.
Child, don't nobody got no explanation.
Get over it. Like, not telling like get over it. Like, it's been years, but it's more of a, like you said, if in the beginning I can understand like we're all going through the motion, but anyway, it's okay. It's okay. We love that.
It's not okay.
We love that still.
I mean, his parenting wouldn't have changed anything that happened in the movie. Because Laura Jean is still Laura Jean.
Dramatic old Laura Jean.
But that's the only sad part.
So then she started.
All of the kids are gonna do what they want to do. Because Margot went away and she probably wilding out. Kitty, she's just one little crazy rambunctious little girl.
I like her. Even though she's mischievous, I like her. Like, yeah, when she actually started going to parties and stuff, he said, give me your scrunchie. I like your hair down. You don't have a right to like anything at this point. Excuse you? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, he can like it, but to take my scrunchie,
right? He took it down, like,
and he kept the scrunchie.
See,
She let him. Stop playing.
I like that. A little dominance is okay. It's not like he ripped her.
No. But in this pretend situation, that's what I'm saying. You don't have the right to like anything.
You have to make it look legit, you know? So
and that was a part of the contract. She didn't say you can't end up liking me. We can't catch real feelings. That would have been
that's true.
The important part.
I think the contract was to prevent real feelings, but
my thing is, I feel like since she was inexperienced, it was like what she see everyone else doing in their relationship that was like, okay, these are the things that's going to cause
movies.
So let's not, movies too. So let's not do these things because these things is going to make us catch feelings. And it's like, no, if I feel your fingers going through my scalp when you pull out my scrunchie, I might be like, ooh,
I like that.
If you tell me you like my hair down, it's going to be like, ooh, what I look like. So
pull it down.
Did she always wear her hair down? I feel like, because possibly I wasn't paying attention, but maybe she did.
Oh.
Maybe she did.
I think maybe she did.
Maybe she did.
Insert clips. She probably did, because I'm thinking, in the beginning of another one, she started with her hair down. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
But maybe she ended up liking it too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're not saying no. We're just saying he's the one that told her, and she accepted it. That's my life now. My hair is always down.
Especially after he stole her scrunchie and then gave it to Jen, or let her have it.
Yo. That's all.
I don't even know what to say about that, because
I think that's the hot button topic here. Jen and her involvement in the relationship. So after that, the scrunchie go to the diner and they bond over a loss of a parent. Peter's dad left to start his own family, left him hanging, and Laura Jean's mom passed away. So then they go to the ski trip, and that's where we could. Now go ahead, G, because there was a lot.
Child, isn't this what she gave? Where Jen gave Laura Jean the scrunchie back, or she said something about like she took it.
It was at the end of the trip.
Oh, what we need to start from was the fact that when they were going to this ski trip, he apparently already started having real feelings because he wanted to sit next to her by that point.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know he had real feelings in general because part of the contract was for her to go to the ski trip in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
But Jen sat by Peter because LJ sat by Chris, her best friend.
I like Chris. Do we like Chris? I like Chris.
Mm-hmm. I like Chris. Chris is spunky, and she didn't care about blood because her and Jen are cousins. Mm-hmm. She did not give a flying flip stick, French fry, or fish stick about that. Okay, she didn't care. Like at the beginning of the movie when she had those shoes on, them shoes were cute. I don't know what Jen was talking about. She was
those shoes, yeah.
So anyway,
that says a lot about
when she's talking about French toast and
flying flip stick, French toast stick. Yeah. That says a lot about Jen's style.
It does.
Yeah, it must suck.
What I really liked though was how Laura Jean and Lucas's friendship developed, and they were all in the room doing face masks and anything, and he was like, it sounds to me like Peter is the one who developed feelings and you're spitting in his face, basically. So Peter was waiting for her at the hot tub. Tell me what y'all thought about.
Peter was waiting in the hot tub.
But as of right now, we're believing that he's waiting for her.
Yeah.
But the fact is that Peter was in
we can't get to that yet.
Okay, just say that Peter's in the hot tub.
Peter was at the hot tub waiting for somebody. So she goes. What did y'all think about the events after that?
I thought that was a cute little scene,
Yeah.
It was real. It looked weird, crazy, as we'll see later, but it was real quaint, and I don't know, man. It was cute.
It was cute.
To me, it was kind of innocent because up until this point of the movie, I was kind of looking at Laura Jean kind of funny because I'm like, you have trust issues, but you want to fake a relationship, and then you can't tell when somebody has feelings for you, even in high school. Like, you can't tell when someone kind of likes you a little bit. Okay. So yeah, so at this point I'm like, okay, look at her finally being real with herself.
Do you think up until then that was her way of, because I'm thinking about what Rain just mentioned about the conversation she had with Luca when it was in the room doing the facials. Do you think that was her way of saying, let me stop playing games? I know this was like all for pretend, but I've been actually playing knowing that you was going to be into me. Like,
I think that was her way of saying, let me go see what the French toast is going on.
Okay, but I feel like if they didn't have that conversation, if he didn't tell her, like, stop playing, low-key, he's having feelings for you. I think she's just been like, oh, I heard you was in the hot tub. Like, how did that go? Like, back on the bus, back to school. So that's why I think, I won't say like in the forefront, she was like, I know he has feelings. I'm just going to string him along and play around. But I do think that was her way of having that same experience that she think her peers may have had. That's how I feel. So I don't think that scene was cute. Anyway, I think.
You don't think the scene was cute?
No, I feel like it was just.
She likes reading stories like that. So he wanted that kind of experience anyway.
I don't like the fact that she was in that hot tub in a nightgown.
Yeah.
Period. Because what? But I said she likes to read. She likes to read those kind of stories. She liked to read raunchy stories, so that's something she wanted anyway. Why else would she be reading it?
Okay.
I mean, just for knowledge,
Yeah, but I mean,
I didn't believe it myself. Let it go.
How much knowledge do you need to get before you put stuff in practice,
But then she was calling it a sex tape, Mom.
I mean, that's what it kind of looked like.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Who called it that, Jen?
Lara Jean. She was like, and I low-key made a sex tape.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think it looked like that.
It did not look like that. It looked like unchaperoned.
Edited?
Yeah.
To you.
They looked like they was unchaperoned kids on a real fun trip for some high school students enjoying a hot tub.
And doing what?
But they did a still shot, right? It wasn't like, and then they reeled it. So it could look like a sex tape.
Looping, yeah. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, never mind. I can see why she would say that.
And then Margot thought she had to come to, well, maybe she asked her for help. I don't know. But who didn't know to like message Instagram and stuff to get it taken down? Like, but I guess that's Margot's rule, whatever.
Yeah.
Lara Jean in her, what did you say she was? Dramatic? Her dramatic way.
Yeah, you're right.
But her sister came across the pond to have her sister's back. That was cool.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Wait, no, actually she came for like Christmas or something. I don't think it was for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lara Jean. She ain't care that much.
But anyway, so after all that happened, and she realized that let me rephrase that. Then Jen made it known that she had this scrunchie. and she blew up at Peter. I was very much like, because I wish she knew she had it, because he never asked for it back. Like, yes, Jen took the scrunchie, but you could have asked for it back. He just let Jen do almost anything. And he was just like, okay, that's just the way she is. That's just oh my God. I hated him with anything dealing with Jen in that first movie. So
yeah. Because you could tell that was really his first, and he was really heartbroken, and he was really obsessed over her. And that's why I'm gonna leave it, because I'm gonna get into movie 2. She goes home. Peter decides to follow her home, and he tries to redeem herself, but he sees her outside talking to Josh.
Oh yeah.
And then there's a big argument, and then Margot finds out that LJ was in love or sent a letter to Josh. So that's what happened. I don't know. You guys have comments on that? That was like kind of...
I do. I like the way he was like, "You were never second best." I like that part.
Oh yeah, that was a cute line.
Yeah.
You can't say that. Your actions show otherwise. So
yeah, but he could still say it. It was a cute line.
Yeah, it was a cute line, but it didn't. You know, it didn't do it for me.
That's a no for me.
And then after all of that, Jen and LJ, they go back to school and they meet in the bathroom because there's a picture on LJ's locker room. And then everyone's looking at it. And then Chris snatches it off and then tells Peter, you need to basically handle your curse word. And then she was like, well, I'm going to go talk to her. And then LJ was like, oh, so you knew? And he was like, well, she really didn't mean it, blah, blah, blah. Then she says, no, I'm going to handle it. So she went into the bathroom and she was like, what is your problem with me? Blah, blah, blah. And then Jean is like, well, Jen, her name's Genevieve. That's why sometimes I say Jean. But then Jen was like, well, you're not that innocent anyway because you kissed Peter when you knew I liked him in middle school during Spin the Bottle.
Girl.
All of this.
For real? You mad over, I thought it was like 3rd grade or something. But anyway, you mad over something so old?
I thought she would have said, oh, you messed with Peter in freshman year. But middle school?
A kiss? a game that you decided to play?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Child, what was y'all
when they flash back, did they go into the game like knowing like, hey, I'm only gonna play this because I like, okay, never mind, then she petty. She shouldn't be bringing that up.
But then again, we only saw it from Laura Jean's perspective, the Spin a Bottle game, because it was her memory. So we don't know what happened before.
Now who cares? You're playing Spin the Bottle. What else is gonna happen?
I guess the bottle's
But you know how it could be one of those things where it's like, I'm only going here because so-and-so there.
Yeah, but it's a game of luck. She can't control where the bottle lands.
And then she said, I kissed her with no tongue. Like that was supposed to make it better. That was petty.
It was a glass bottle, Miss C.
That was funny though.
It was a glass bottle.
You don't know. Maybe she has all that strength to blow the bottle.
Unless she got some strong
I feel like that happened on 13 going on 30, where she was able to blow the spin the bottle.
She was, yeah.
Trash.
And Peter said you can't change the bottle because LJ was like, maybe I'll point it to you,
Jen,
and Peter was like, nah, I want to kiss you. The bottle said, let's do what the bottle said do.
He was a freak.
Yeah, and then so after all of that, at the end, it seems like Peter and LJ were just floating in the sky at the end of the movie.
Yeah, they met on the soccer field. They kissed.
No. She parked. Over all the line.
Can't relate. Can't relate.
I mean, but that was actually a major plot point in the movie. The fact that she couldn't drive. So then he had to drive her, which is how he low-key developed feelings for her and cared about Kitty.
Yeah. And a major part of the end of the movie is Peter tells Laura G that he loves her. Laura G says, "Oh, I like you, Peter," in her letter.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, I love you."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "I love you too." And they kissed, and that was it.
That sounds like some cheese. Meaning
wow.
You got what you meant. You didn't have to.
You're a hater. Hater. Hater.
I didn't like it. It just sounds like cheese. All right, so thank you for reviewing the first movie of the To All the Boys series with us. If you want to see our ratings for the entire series, keep watching and tell us what you think. See you later. You don't have to go, but the couch is mine.